Okay, let's just jump right in. We've all seen those headlines, right?
Yeah.
The ones that promise these huge, life-changing results for almost no effort.
Oh, yeah.
And usually, our skepticism antenna just shoots straight up.
Instantly.
But what if I told you the key to actually reversing your biological age wasn't some, $500 supplement or a brutal 3-hour gym session, but just 2 minutes a day?
2 minutes. I mean, it's a startling claim.
It is.
It's less time than it takes to scroll Instagram twice. And that initial sort of knee-jerk skepticism, it's completely warranted. Most of us connect big changes with big-time commitments.
Exactly. When you think longevity, you picture what? A marathon runner,
Yeah.
or someone doing a yoga retreat on a mountaintop, a really restrictive diet.
A total overhaul.
Yes. But the research we've been digging into suggests the real leverage might be in these tiny microdoses of effort.
So yeah, what's our mission here in this deep dive? It's really to cut through that noise. We need to analyze the science behind it, which is all about the nervous system, cellular efficiency, and figure out if this 2-minute tune-up is a real research-backed strategy or if it's just, motivational fluff.
We're looking for measurable results, not magic.
Exactly.
So to even start this conversation, we have to define our terms.
Oh.
Because we use the word age so loosely.
We do.
Let's talk about the difference between chronological age and biological age.
Right. Chronological age, that's the easy one. That's just the number of years since you were born.
Your birthdays.
Your birthdays. The Earth goes around the sun, you get a year older, it's fixed, and honestly, it's a terrible indicator of your actual health.
Right. Whereas biological age,
Yeah.
that's the health of your actual machinery.
Yeah, your cellular machinery. It's dynamic. It's how old your heart, your lungs, your whole metabolic system, how old they act.
So it's a measure of damage versus repair.
Accumulated damage, or on the flip side, accumulated repair.
Yeah.
Think of it this way. You can have two people, both 40 years old chronologically. One person's body is just operating with the efficiency of a 30-year-old. They recover fast, inflammation is low, energy's high.
And the other 40-year-old, they might be dealing with constant fatigue, stiffness, maybe pre-diabetic blood markers.
Exactly. Their body is functioning like it's 55. Their biological clock is just running way too fast.
So what's driving that?
Well, the good news is that biological age, unlike chronological, is super flexible. It's influenced by these levers we can actually pull.
Like what?
Sleep quality, how you manage stress, what you eat, and this is the crucial part for our chat, how you introduce controlled stress into your system.
So these are the inputs. This is what allows for a 2-minute practice to even register.
It's why a short intervention can send such a meaningful signal. It's not about the time, it's about the quality of that biological signal.
Okay, so that's the key idea. It's not fantasy, it's functional biology.
And what's fascinating is that the sources keep linking this 2-minute idea to two main areas of research: intense cellular signaling and rapid nervous system regulation.
The body's power source and its control panel.
You got it.
Let's start with the power source then, the mitochondria. The research seems to point to a huge improvement in mitochondrial health.
It does.
We all hear them called the power plants of the cells, but let's go a little deeper than that.
We have to, because yes, they produce energy, they turn food into ATP, but they are also these critical sensors for your health and your age.
So when you do something really intense for a short burst, what's happening?
You're not just burning calories, you're triggering something much more profound. It's called mitochondrial biogenesis.
Okay, let's pause on that term. Biogenesis. What does that actually mean?
It literally means the creation of new healthy mitochondria.
Wow.
When you go all out for, say, 20 to 30 seconds, your cells feel this sudden, massive energy demand. This isn't a gentle walk. This is a survival signal.
And the cell panics.
In a good way. It responds by switching on genes that are coded for repair and renewal. It basically says, scrap the old inefficient mitochondria and build new, more powerful ones.
So it's like an old power plant is sputtering, and instead of just patching it up, the body says, nope, we need a next-gen reactor, and we need it now.
That is the perfect analogy. And it's why a short maximal burst can sometimes provide a bigger signal for improvement than hours of, steady-state cardio.
That's fascinating. So the long run might maintain your health, but the short sprint triggers renewal.
Exactly. The acute stress triggers the adaptation. And more responsive mitochondria mean better energy, less oxidative stress, and, younger biological function.
But this 2-minute idea isn't just about going hard. There's a calming part too.
Yes. Let's talk about the control panel, the nervous system.
Okay.
This is the other side of the coin, the critical duality. high stress followed by intentional calm.
And this is where that term HRV comes in.
Heart rate variability, yeah. The second mechanism is all about balancing the nervous system through things like deliberate breathing, which activates the vagus nerve, and that improves your HRV.
Everyone with a smart ring or a fitness tracker is obsessed with their HRV score every morning. Why is that number so important? Why is high variability a sign of youth?
Because HRV is basically a measurement of how flexible your autonomic nervous system is.
The automatic stuff.
All the automatic stuff, heartbeat, breathing, digestion. It has two branches, sympathetic, which is fight or flight, and parasympathetic, which is rest and digest.
So high HRV means your body's just really good at switching between those two modes.
Instantly. It can hit the gas when it needs to and then slam on the brakes to recover just as fast.
And low HRV means you're kind of stuck.
You're stuck. Often in a low-grade stress response, that's metabolically expensive and it absolutely accelerates aging.
So practices like deep breathing, they're hitting the brake pedal.
They are physically stimulating the vagus nerve, which runs from your brainstem to your abdomen. It is the brake pedal for that fight or flight system.
So the 2-minute approach is basically sending the body two completely opposite signals every day. First, go, 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 survival's on the line.
And then second, okay, you're safe now. Recover.
And that combination is the key.
It creates this potent adaptive loop. You must be strong and you must recover efficiently. That's what builds real resilience.
Okay, let's get specific. If someone listening wants to actually try this, what are the tools? What does this 2-minute toolkit actually look like?
Well, the research points to 3 main practices. I'd say you pick 1 or 2 to do consistently.
Let's start with the first one again, the high intensity movement. What does that actually look like in practice?
It has to be maximum sustainable effort done safely. So short bursts, 20 to 30 seconds. You could repeat it 2 or 3 times if you can fit it in.
And no gym needed?
0 equipment. We're talking sprinting in place, lifting your knees as high as you can, burpees, or even just a maximal effort wall sit. It has to spike your heart rate.
The kind of effort you couldn't possibly keep up for a full 2 minutes.
No way. That intensity is the signal.
Okay, so method 2 is the opposite, breath work.
The conscious opposite, yeah. This
Right.
is for that nervous system balance we were just talking about. The sources point to practices that really prioritize a long exhale.
Why the long exhale?
Because that's the primary way to activate the parasympathetic system, that rest and digest response. A classic one is 4-7-8 breathing. Inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale slowly for 8.
And just doing that for a minute can make a difference.
It's incredibly powerful. Or even just a 4-second inhale, 6-second exhale. You're deliberately slowing everything down. Something you can do at your desk, before a big meeting.
Right. And what's number 3?
Number 3 is cold exposure.
The cold showers.
The dreaded cold shower, yeah. Just ending your regular shower with a 30 to 60 second blast of cold water.
I've tried that. It is definitely a signal.
It's a loud one.
But what I'm noticing here is that all 3 of these, sprinting, breath holds, cold water, they all create a sudden stress.
And that observation is the analytical goldmine. All 3 are examples of hormesis. It's this fundamental biological idea that, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but at a cellular level.
So it's a small, controlled dose of something that could be harmful.
Exactly. Low oxygen, exhaustion, cold. It forces the body to react defensively.
And why is that acute, controlled stress so much better than, say, the chronic stress from a bad job?
Because chronic stress just keeps the stress response turned on all the time. That leads to wear and tear.
Right.
Hormesis is the opposite. It's a sharp spike that immediately turns on your protective genes, your internal repair crew, and then it lets them recover and adapt stronger than before.
So the 2 minutes is just enough of a challenge to get the good stuff without causing damage. It's like an instruction manual for resilience.
That's it. It's the difference between testing a building's foundation with a quick shake versus battering it with a hurricane. One reinforces, the other destroys.
Okay, reality check time.
Let's do it.
Because our audience is smart. They know you're not turning 50 back into 25 overnight with this. This isn't Benjamin Button.
Not at all. And that's essential. We aren't talking about magically looking younger.
So what does age reversal actually mean here?
It means measurable improvements in objective, quantifiable health markers. The things that are associated with longevity and low disease risk.
Give us the specifics. What actually gets better?
Okay, the studies point to 4 key areas. First, a measurable drop in chronic inflammation markers.
The root of almost all age-related disease.
Pretty much. Second, significantly improved insulin sensitivity. So your body just handles blood sugar better.
Which lowers metabolic risk.
Right. Third, improvements in cardiovascular metrics, like a lower resting heart rate. And fourth, that big one, better nervous system balance, which you see as an improved HRV score.
So you are functionally younger, even if your driver's license says otherwise.
That's the goal. That's increasing your health span. But, and this is a massive but.
Here comes the catch.
Here's the catch. It's the hardest part. Consistency. This whole thing only works if you create a persistent signal.
Hold on, let's be real about that. If someone is already struggling to find 30 minutes for a workout, how is committing to 30 seconds of something that's really uncomfortable every day any easier?
Here, if you see it as a painful chore.
So it's a mindset shift.
It has to be a non-negotiable 2-minute biological duty. 2 minutes once a week does absolutely nothing.
It's a forgotten instruction.
Totally. The body needs to see the signal every day to believe the threat is real, so it keeps its defenses up. If you skip days, it just shuts down those expensive repair processes.
The daily part is what makes it compound.
The daily persistent signal is what creates that younger function.
Which brings us to what I think is the biggest misunderstanding about this whole thing.
Go on.
People hear 2 minutes and they think shortcut. They think it's a license to ignore everything else.
And we have to reframe that completely. The 2 minutes are not a shortcut. They are a signal.
A signal that optimizes.
Yeah.
Or a signal that fixes things.
A signal that optimizes. The intensity says, stay sharp. The breathwork says, stay resilient. It's telling your body that despite all our modern comforts, survival still demands efficiency.
So can you do your 2 minutes of sprints in the morning and then eat junk food all day and get 4 hours of sleep? Will that still work?
No, absolutely not. And we need to hammer this home.
Okay.
The 2 minutes do not replace the fundamentals. If your sleep is terrible, if your diet is a mess, the 2 minutes are just, they're overwhelmed. They're a drop in a bucket of chronic damage.
So they don't fix a bad foundation, they amplify a good one.
Precisely. Think of it like efficiency software. If you're already getting decent sleep, eating reasonably well, the 2-minute signal ensures your body uses those resources with maximum efficiency.
It turns good habits into optimized biology.
It's a booster, not a replacement for the engine.
So let's circle back to our core question. We've gone through the science, the methods, the massive requirement for consistency. Can you reverse your biological age in 2 minutes a day?
Not magically, you're not going to erase decades. But measurably, functionally, yes.
But only if those 2 minutes are spent challenging the body or calming the mind.
The time isn't the benefit. The signal is the benefit.
And maybe the real takeaway for you listening is this. It's not about finding more hours in your day. It's about leveraging the little windows you already have.
The time you spend waiting for your coffee to brew, the 60 seconds before you jump into a meeting.
And demanding a massive biological return on that tiny investment.
I mean, 2 minutes today feels like nothing, right? It's so small you forget about it instantly. But 10 years from now, those stronger mitochondria, that higher HRV, that calmer nervous system, they will remember that daily investment. Your body keeps the score. And those signals compound.
That's a powerful thought to chew on.